Well, I'm about to get filthy making another one of these bottom blocks. But before that, I wanted to show how close this is to this. Alright, so there's the end of that wall right there, and just right over here is the end of this end of the wall. And of course it goes all the way around. Man, it's a big wall. Just this little piece left here. Maybe 2 more weeks at my current rate. So since I'm getting close to the end of this phase of the operation, I've been thinking about the next phase of the operation. And one of the obvious things is to, take the dirt from the higher spots on the island and fill this up to here. So then I'll have lots and lots of flat area, which will make transporting things and just moving around and all that stuff a lot easier. And I'll get it leveled out so there's no puddles. Right now it's been raining a lot for the last, I don't know, like the last month it's rained a lot. So nothing's drying out. And the hardest thing about working on this is carrying the rocks from over there to wherever it is I'm building. Because it's like trying to walk on a slip and slide. A muddy, muddy slip and slide. Moving the rocks in general is the most time-consuming, energy-consuming part of this whole operation. Especially now that, I've got the rocks over here and they're nice and close to the island, but then I have to walk them all the way to the other end of the island where I'm working. So that is the part that I want to do something about in the next phase of the operation. Because a lot of things are going to be a lot easier in the next phase of the operation. Because there's 2 layers of wall right now, right? The bottom layer of wall piece, like one of these bottom pieces, takes 4 to 6 hours usually, and one of the top ones takes like an hour and a half. And that's because the bottom layer also has these foundation blocks these road divider things. Anyway, under every bottom block, before I put the bottom block there, I have to dig out the bottom, and it's not smooth or cooperative down there, so I'm like hacking away with the pickaxe and getting these in place, and then I can do the piece. So it just takes a lot more time. But once this phase of the wall is finished, I mean, everything will just be on top of stuff that's already there. I won't need to do any more foundation block stuff, unless I do some, parts on the inside of the wall. But in those cases, I won't have to do a lot of, hacking through roots and everything, and I can get to that later. Anyway, I'm going to want to speed up the operation a lot, and making the wall pieces doesn't take that long. I can mix the concrete pretty fast if all the rocks are there. So I want to figure out a way to get the rocks from over there to wherever I'm using them. Preferably like a whole day's, maybe not a whole day's because I'm going to end up using more, but like 10 buckets worth at once. So I can do like 2 whole wall sections with a load of stuff. Now one thing I've already taken care of is I've got my 2 drawbridges here, right? This one and this one. On the one there, I put the wood planks on, so if I have a wheeled thing, it'll be easier to get across there. This one I still have to do it. But I need sunny days to rip the boards from logs. And I had a sunny day a few days ago, and that's why I did the ones for the one drawbridge. But once I've got both drawbridges with the wood on top, then I need to build this up to this wall level, because I think that's where the entrance level is going to be. So I have to build this up and maybe slowly sloping down. This drawbridge will come up, and then this will be higher, and just slowly go down, just to make a really gradual slope up. And on this side of the wall, everything will be all filled in up to that level. And then I want to build a construction machine. I've got my dragon wagon, I know I can use that, but I'm thinking I want to build like a bulldozer, because it's going to be useful for a lot of things around here. A solar powered bulldozer dump truck too. It's got to be able to carry stuff around. Now I've got a lead on a broken golf cart. I believe it's an electric golf cart, and the lady said, it's broken and rusty and it's just been sitting there, but I can have it. So I need to wait for some good weather to go get it, because this whole month has been very stormy. So next month, actually last month has been very stormy. Halfway through this month, it's supposed to calm down, and hopefully I can go get it. It's going to be an all-day trip to go to where this golf cart is. But anyway, if I'm lucky, it's just like maybe the body and the frame are all rusted to pieces, and the internal guts, the parts I'll need, are hopefully intact. Hopefully it's got some wheels and some working transmission gears and some steering parts, and I can make a lot of it. But I just need a few of the key parts. So if I'm lucky, I'll have a broken golf cart here soon that I can convert into some sort of bulldozing machine. And I'm going to want it skinnier than a normal golf cart, skinnier than it probably is. So that might take some imagination to figure out how to like cut the axle without screwing everything up and make it skinnier. If I have to leave it the same width, fine. But anyway, and then so I do have another option other than that. If this golf cart doesn't turn out to be anything good, I may just build like a bulldozer with tracks from scratch and use some tires to build tracks and kind of some craziness. But I kind of have my fingers crossed for this golf cart, because that would I'd be able to get that working sooner and get it moving stuff. And it'd be really nice if I could get it to shove dirt around too. Yeah, solar powered bulldozer, man, that would be so useful here. And like a month from now, 2 months from now, I might have it. Oh, I want it. Marvelous. Oh, there's a nice low spot. Alright, I need to make another one of these. I'm not gonna lie, I'm getting a little tired of this part. But I knew this was gonna happen, because when I made my original estimate of how many wall sections it would take to get all the way around the island, I shorted it a little bit. Because I knew that if I told myself really how many wall sections it was gonna be, I would be like, oh man, that is gonna be so many. So I shorted it by like a month, knowing that when I got to the point like where there's a month left and I'm like mostly done the wall, I'm not gonna stop then. I just needed to tell myself something to get myself going. I was like, just do this until mid to late December, and it'll be good. Now just don't think about it and start going. But I knew what I was doing. I knew it wouldn't be done then. But I also knew that there's no way I would stop at that point. And that's where I am now. All right. Oh, almost there. Oh man, everything hurts too. I haven't had a day off in like, I don't know, a few months. It's good though. Once I get this done, I'm just gonna like stretch for like a week. It's kind of funny. At this part of the project, I always think, oh, I'm just gonna rest and recuperate when I get this part done. Oh, for like a week, I'm just gonna chill out. But I know that's not what's gonna happen. I'm gonna be so excited when I get this part done. Like that day, that minute, I'm gonna be like, ah, let me do the next thing, ah, and I'm just gonna start the next thing right away. But yeah, right now, I'm just gonna pretend I'm gonna lay down for like a week, even though that's not gonna happen. on form. You just need to make like 8 more of these. Fall apart. Oh, I'm also thinking about some of the future steps, because there's some things I wanted to order, and it takes a while to get stuff here, like months. So one thing I ordered is 3 huge rolls of burlap, because burlap with concrete makes, I mean, it basically it's the same kind of deal as fiberglass, you know, fiberglass cloth with plastic, with resin, you know, what people just call fiberglass. Anyway, the burlap fibers strengthen the concrete a lot. So when I'm making the top of my towers, and I want to make these domey parts, like to have like big vaulted roofs, I can put burlap in there. Not that it necessarily needs it, because everything would be in compression anyway, but it will make me feel more comfortable that nothing's going to fall on my head. And I can also make that whole section thinner, so there's not so much weight, you know, over my head, or over my kid's head, or over people's heads. Now, I say, you know, this is difficult, and I can't wait for this part to be done, and blah, 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 all that. But without exaggeration, there is nothing I would rather be doing. All right, maybe that's a mild exaggeration. I'm sure I could think of something, but I have to think for a while before I come up with something I'd rather be doing than this.